spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Scarlet Knights will put toe to leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinals offense takes the field for the first time today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will take the field for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game.
He smashes his way through again. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another first down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
The Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back, who's a fast athlete, in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest. Gets in for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A strike downfield. Puts him in the spin cycle. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Bill, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he had... to avoid the mistakes, and let's not forget he's got some pretty big shoes to fill too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago, so for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. To the... Moss makes the grab. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes... work against man coverage. They work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn up.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The extra point here would tie the game. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back. To the break. Trying. Campbell. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knight.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the...
Comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass, it's Moss. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like no...
Oh, a lot of space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Bell. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
And we'll have a shakeup in the Mountain West standings this week. Check this out. Boise State looked like a bunch of world beaters. I think a lot of people forget just how much this program dominated the WAC and Mountain West conferences, and they're a problem again. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to correct. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. Lowers those pads. And runs through another guy. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's strong. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. From the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. A doubt right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time he's got his man. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country.
There he goes.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Scarlet Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Scarlet... Getting set on first and 10. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Here's the handoff. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. to throw. It's Moss. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws into the middle of the field. They'll immediately call timeout. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Power football with the run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway.
The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Weber. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Here's a heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Pocket breaking down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Right on the money. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Touchdown, Cardinals! They take the lead with the 6.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Ball State looked less like a flock of Cardinals and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Muncie, and today they found a way outside of Schumann Stadium. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air. It's Moss. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Weber. Showing off the arm. Fights off the defender. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
The Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Moss. Floating away. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And they swarm him under.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Brown. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. Well, they were trying to run a sweep, but they got put in the dustpan real fast.
And defenses understand, I cannot let fast guys get on the edge. I got to get that ball turning back towards the middle. Really good job of understanding that. Understanding if it gets too far outside from them big boys, they aren't even in the play. They're just chasing and running. So nice job by the defense not allowing that ball to get outside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Louisville! Quick strike through the air for the score. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on second down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Weber. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the field.
They stripped it out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game. Headed back out on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball. Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football.
Oh, he's got some space. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Got it. The Cardinals will try to punch it in on first and goal. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.